What if there was a blueprint for life? A kind of code for navigating all the chaos with strength and, well, grace that was written over 100 years ago? Turns out there is. That's exactly what Rudyard Kipling gave us with his poem If. And let me tell you, it's so much more than just a poem. It's a seriously powerful, practical guide to mastering your own life. Right from the jump, the poem hits you with this massive challenge. Just listen to it. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. I mean, think about our world, right? A world filled with panic and finger-pointing. This is the ultimate test of composure. It's really the foundational skill for everything else that's about to come. Just being able to stay calm when everything is spinning out of control. And that whole journey to mastery, it doesn't start out there by conquering the world. Nope, it starts right here by conquering yourself. Kipling's first lesson is crystal clear. Before you can even think about facing the chaos outside, you have to win the battles that are raging inside your own head. This, right here, is the bedrock of your character. Okay, so check out this incredible balancing act Kipling is asking for. He's not telling you to be arrogant. He's saying, look, you have to trust yourself, especially when nobody else does. But then, in the very same breath, he says you gotta have the humility to actually listen to their doubts. It's this amazing paradox, right? Having unshakable confidence, but without a single shred of ego. So how do you build this internal discipline? Well, it rests on three main pillars. First, having the patience to wait things out without getting bitter. Second, having the integrity to stick to the truth, even when you're surrounded by lies. And third, having the strength to not hate the people who hate you. The big idea here is that you control your standards, no matter what the world decides to throw at you. And this leads us to a really deep distinction. It's absolutely vital to dream, but you can't let your dreams become your master. And it's essential to think, but you can't let thinking be the only thing you do. Kipling's warning us here, Our minds are these incredibly powerful tools, but if we just let our daydreams paralyze us, or we get lost in our own thoughts, we never actually do anything. Your dreams and your thoughts, they should serve your life, not become your life itself. All right, so once you've started to get a handle on your inner world, Kipling throws the next big test at you. How do you deal with the extreme highs and the extreme lows? Triumph and disaster. This is where real resilience is made. And here's the core of it. Kipling calls both triumph and disaster imposters. Why would he do that? Well, because neither one of them is permanent, and neither of them truly defines who you are. Success can make you lazy, and failure can make you give up. The key is to treat them both exactly the same, as these fleeting moments you can learn from, not as emotional states that control you. Now, this one feels like it could have been written yesterday. Can you imagine pouring your heart and soul into something, speaking your truth, and then watching someone else maliciously twist your words to trick people? The advice here isn't to lash out or get into a shouting match. It's simply to bear it, to endure it with a kind of quiet, stoic strength. So what do you do when everything is just shattered? Well, here's the blueprint. Step 1, you have to face it. You watch the wreckage, you accept that it's real. Step 2, you humble yourself. You stoop down and you start over from scratch. And finally, step 3, you build it all back up. Not with shiny new parts, but with the only things you've got left. Your worn-out tools, your experience, and your sheer stubborn will. And this might be the ultimate test of that resilience. To have the guts to risk everything you've worked for on one big bet. To lose it all. And then, nothing. Silence. No complaining. No feeling sorry for yourself. Just that quiet strength to accept the loss and get ready to start all over again. So what is it that allows a person to do all that? Kipling gives it a name. It's the will. It's that last reserve of power you dig into when your body is spent, your emotions are shot, and your brain is screaming at you to just quit. It's that tiny, little voice deep inside that just says one thing: hold on. Okay, so you've mastered yourself. You can handle whatever life throws at you. What's next? The next challenge is dealing with other people. Kipling basically calls this the social tightrope, that delicate dance of interacting with everyone from the crowds to the kings. And here is the ultimate social challenge, right? Can you talk with crowds, be with everyday people, but still hold on to your principles, your virtue? And on the flip side, can you walk with kings, hang out with the rich and powerful, and not lose that common touch, not forget where you came from? It's all about being able to fit in anywhere while staying completely anchored to who you are. This next idea is so fascinating. It's about building such a strong inner core that your happiness isn't dependent on what other people say or do. The attacks from your enemies, they don't break you. But just as important, you aren't so needy that the actions of your friends can emotionally wreck you either. It's this state of incredible self-reliance. And here we have the final piece of social wisdom. You have to value every single person you meet, give them the respect they deserve. All men count with you. But, and this is the really important part, you can't let any one person become so important that they have power over you. None too much. It's about having universal respect without having an unhealthy dependence on anyone. So, if you can do all of this, if you can master your mind, stare down disaster, and walk that social tightrope, what's the point of it all? What is the grand prize for living a life with this much discipline? But hold on, before we get the answer, there's one last condition, and it all comes down to right now, this very moment. You have to live completely. You have to squeeze every last drop out of every single second. As he puts it, that unforgiving minute doesn't give refunds for wasted time. You have to fill it with effort, 60 seconds worth of distance run. This is it. This is the moment the entire poem has been building towards. If you can manage to do all of these things, what do you finally get for it? The reward, it turns out, is absolutely immense. First, he says, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. Now, he doesn't mean you literally own the planet. What he means is that the world is no longer this scary, chaotic place. When you live this way, you gain the wisdom to see its beauty, the strength to handle its pain, and the perspective to feel truly, completely at home in it. But then Kipling hits us with the final and most important line. The real prize isn't anything external. It's something so much bigger than owning the entire world. It's achieving true maturity, real integrity, and solid character. You will have finally become a complete, well-rounded human being. Or, as he puts it, you'll be a man, my son. And all of that leaves us with one final question to really chew on. When you look at this incredible guide to living, and then you look at our world today, a world just full of distraction and division and instant gratification, which one of these conditions, which if, do you think is the hardest one to live by right now?